Welcome to Vintage Coin-Op Restorations and part 2 of the Harvard Stamper restoration. I know once this video gets out, I'll be getting flooded with phone calls. Thank you for subscribing to my channel, and appreciate all the support. But I also just kind of want to go over some things because I get a lot of phone calls for this machine. And if you watch the first video, again, none of these are supposed to look like this. These do look beautiful, but what can I tell you? A lot of time, a lot of Bondo, a lot of filling, a lot of grinding, and when it comes to chrome, the only way to fill in a hole on a piece of metal is basically have it welded, tack welded, and then you got to grind it down smooth. So that's what you guys have to do to make these pieces look like they do now. Yes, these are original. The machine wouldn't be complete. In the 60s and 70s, everybody was smoking cigarettes. So instead of having the machines burned up, and in fact, if you stay tuned and watch the rest of this video, I'm going to put a kind of a time-lapse thing of these machines when we got them. And you'll see that there are burn marks. In fact, they're in really, really bad shape, and you'll see that. Also, you'll see these are new made coin plates. We just had these made. So if you're looking for something like this, it's possible that it can help you out there. They're on stainless steel. Also, the marquees on top, we do have that. So that's something that I can help people with. Next question, everybody's going to say, well, where'd you get the metal typer disc? We were very fortunate to have this one here on the left is an original, and this machine really didn't get a whole lot of use because you would expect it to wear out from people's fingernails flying around the circle. This one here on the right is a reproduction. Where and who did it, I wish I could tell you. I probably purchased it, I'd say 4 years ago, and had it, and I held on to it for a long time. I think I bought 3 of them, and all I have was one of them now. This also here is a reproduction plate. And over here on the left is the one with an original. Very nice condition. Well, again, all these parts that you see, these are all have been plated. The marquee comes off basically with 3 screws in the back. Very simple. When it gets shipped out, it'll probably be in bubble wrap or just wrapped so it can be screwed back on. And when they ship these, the batteries will probably saran wrap, maybe still to this platform, or maybe we'll put them somewhere else in the case. Otherwise, from time to time, a little lube down here in the bottom could help. Simple as dry silicone WD-40 I like to use. The other stuff is plain WD-40 is a dust magnet. Works great, but it also, depending where you have these, can suck up a lot of dust. But also, it's nice from time to time, because there are some steel parts in here, you'd like to coat them so you don't have any rust, because there is some metal parts in here, and depending where they're at, again, moisture will eventually get to it and will rust the parts. Does it really matter? Probably not, but they won't always stay looking nice and shiny like this. As you can see, 2 different cabinets. One has a finger latch pull in here. It's just a basic storage, and this one over here is a unit that you actually have to unscrew to get the pieces or storage of your coins out, if that's where you choose to keep them at. But another question a lot of people are asking me is the color red, the color of the wood. These were pretty much done in a very inexpensive birch. Here we used a nice straight grained oak. They were also made in oak, but they were made in a flat sawn oak where you can see the grain going up and down, and there was no way to control it. So it was so busy that all three places where the wood met, it could have been, you know, all kinds of different shades of wood. Here we wanted to be consistent, so we used they call this either rift or a quartered oak. And just like the original being birch, we went with a very mild stain on it. And as for the red, I've seen the red many different colors. Some used a deep burgundy. Here we just used a nice red. I didn't want to go too heavy on the pigment, just because I didn't want to draw away from the machine. The machine colors, well, we know there was all kinds of them, and they were all different, from blues, blue-greens, to green, to mint. This one is like a greenish, let's say minty green with a little hint of blue to it. Also, the color wasn't just the color. We're also, part of it was a opalescent effect. And I'm not sure if you can see this in the camera, but I'm looking close to it. And you'll see a little bit of a sparkle. That is your opalescent, and that's what we wanted to make sure that we carried on to when we restored these two machines. The mirror is basically the mirror, nothing fancy with that. One of the details that kind of drove me nuts is when you were looking at it, you would see, because the glass is a 1/4 inch thick mirror, you would see the back side of this, which was always wood or chip. So what we ended up doing was literally putting mirror foil tape on the back side of this, so when you looked at it, you didn't see the back of a raw piece of wood. It was just one of them things that I forgot about, and when I was done with it, I was like, why am I looking at the edge? So we took care of that, and overall, we're very, very pleased with it. Stay tuned and watch the little video of all the pictures of the before. And again, if I can help anybody out, please give me a call. We're located in Chicago, Illinois. Our phone number is area code 630-624-7466. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe to our channel so you can see all the new machines coming to the warehouse. Thanks for watching.